Hello and welcome to New York Jets versus Jacksonville Jaguars pregame live. What is going on? I am Matt O'Leary, going to be hanging out with you, getting you pumped up and ready for the game of the season. The New York Jets need to win in order to keep their playoff hopes alive. And a big reason behind a New York Jets win would be a big performance from Zach Wilson, whose Mojo stock is up this week. He is at 2407, up 9.66% this past week. So if you don't know, you can sign up for Mojo. Link down below in the description. Get in on the stock exchange for NFL players. We've been keeping an eye on Garrett Wilson, but wanted to take a look at Zach Wilson, who actually went up. And if you want to, hey, maybe you're a Mike White guy. That's okay. They got stock for Mike White too, if you want to check that out. Be sure to get in on the mix and enjoy the fun there. As I mentioned, huge game for the New York Jets today, a big one. And we're going to start as we normally do. We'll take a look at the Jets inactives and we'll answer your questions. Super chats jump the line. You could join the channel down below and become a member if you wish. Here's a look at the inactives for today's game. Mike White, not surprising, is not cleared for contact at this point. Jeff Smith is injured. He is out. James Robinson is out. Jeremy Ruckert is out. Denzel Mims is out. Brandon Eccles is out. And LaMarcus Joyner is out as well. Now, this week, for those who were calling for a Chris Streveler package, you might finally get it tonight. Tonight might be the time where you get the Chris Streveler package and we get some fun in there. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's a big Zach Wilson performance. That I feel like would make life significantly easier if Zach Wilson comes out and plays, really good football. But I think, there's a chance that Streveler could be involved today. So we'll take a look. Let's go through your comments. As I said, super chats jump the line. You could join as a member of this one. We got Trin the Great says, not that I want to get anyone to get injured, but I hope Streveler gets a chance. I think we've seen enough of Zach at this point. Giving Chris a chance is not unreasonable. I think there'll be a package for him today, like we were just mentioning. Snowball says we need number 2 to play like number 2. Hopefully tonight is the night where it all clicks. I hope you're right. This is a huge stage for the young quarterback. He's going up against Trevor Lawrence, who was the number 1 pick in the 2021 draft. Zach Wilson was the number 2 pick in the 2021 draft. So obviously, there's a lot of momentum, a lot of hype around this game. Jacksonville's playing really good football. Trevor Lawrence is playing the best football of his career, and the Jets are trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. These two teams met last year, and you had the crazy Zach Wilson run for a touchdown. So who knows? Maybe you see a good Zach Wilson today. I hope so. Devin says, let's go, Matt. Let's get this win tonight. It's a must-win game at a very rainy and wet MetLife Stadium. Not the best. Danny says, I bet $10,000 on the Jags tonight. Let's see the bet slips. $10,000 on the Jaguars? Come on now. Show me the bet slip. And I hope you lose. Reverse says, I feel like tonight too is about to shock the world. I hope you are right. It's a national stage. People are going to they are on their phones right now, ready to meme Zach Wilson to death. So I hope he doesn't give them any opportunities. Linchpin, people that need to show up. Offensive line, agree. Wilson for 4 quarters, hard agree. And can man actually help the team this week? Please, new punter next year regardless. Not great. It's a rainy day, so you better hope that Brain Man doesn't shank one. Oh, boy. Atomic Chicken Leg says, hey, Matt and chat, go Jets, let's go. It's Snoopy's already drunk. He says, I'm drunk already and ready. If that's what you need to take the edge off, I get it. I have the pregame jitters times 1,000. I got the butterflies in the stomach going. I'm nervous. It's a big one, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big one. Matthias says, oh boy, I can't look. Oh, Zach, don't do it. Oh, no. It's Snoopy says, Zach, you better show up. Amen. Oreo says, if we lose tonight, our season is pretty much over. Realistically, how do you feel about Streveler starting the last 2 games? I would be surprised if they did that. They haven't really shown us a willingness to get him on the field. Tonight would be our potentially the first opportunity for that. So I don't think it's super likely right now. Thursday night football in a meaningful December game doesn't happen often. Very exciting, says Spin Max Dave. Yeah, first and only primetime game of the year for this New York Jets team. And it is when they are at their lowest right now. They're on a 3-game losing streak. Their season is on the line. It's big. It's a big one. J Boy says, G Dub, Garrett Wilson for 1,000 for tonight. Let's go. He is very close. What is he, 34 yards away? Garrett Wilson is. Let's go. I'll pull up his numbers. He's been downright phenomenal for the New York Jets, especially over the last 2 weeks. He's put up some mega numbers. He is at 966 yards. So he has, not a math guy, but I think that's 34 yards in order to hit 1,000 over the last 2 weeks. 98, 78, 162, 95, 12, but then 92 and 115. It's been a great second half of the season. Oreo says, over or under the Jets get 1 turnover tonight? I'm going to say push. I think they get 1. 1 interception on a wet ball. I will say it's Sauce Gardner comes away with the pick. Devin says, what do we do if Zach Wilson goes off? Does he continue to play next week? If he plays all 4 quarters and plays well and they win and put up points, then yeah, I think you continue to ride the hot hand. If they win in spite of him, then maybe you go back to Mike White. It's all going to be dependent on how he plays. Lynchpin says he's really nervous about Lawrence. How do you think the D does against him? Well, they've done well against everybody this year. I'm confident in this New York Jets defense. I think they could hang with anyone. They just held a top 5 offense to 13 points. The special teams added another 7. So a 20 to 17 win for Detroit. I think they are going to be fine against Jacksonville. I know that Trevor Lawrence is on fire right now, but I think they hold their own. I think that with Quentin Williams being back is huge. That's going to be a big, big difference. Sawyer says, I started Zach in all 3 of my fantasy leagues. My faith in Zach is on the last straw. Wow. I would not be as optimistic as you are, but I pray that it works out for you because that probably means the Jets win. Reverse Say says, Sauce pick 6. Sign me up for that. A turnover and points off a turnover. Now we're cooking. Now we are talking. That would be phenomenal for the New York Jets. King Yurton says, this is the second time that Stravler has been elevated, but the first time he's active. Do you see him taking a snap or 2 tonight, Matt? Yes, I think absolutely. Why not have a package for him? A wildcat kind of package or an RPO kind of package, kind of like how Taysom Hill runs things in against the New Orleans Saints or for the New Orleans Saints, how Colin Kaepernick had a little package for himself before he took over for Alex Smith. Lucas J says, curious to see how big the crowd is given the weather. Yeah, kudos to anyone who is out at the game. I know there's a bunch of Jets content creators who are there. Will Parkinson, Jake Asman's in the building, I'm pretty sure. A lot of Jets guys there. Oriel says, Matt, why are you nervous about this game? What gives cautious about playing Jacksonville? Only reason I'm nervous is because Zach's under center. No, I'm nervous because the season's on the line, man. That's why. I'd be nervous if Mike White was starting too. I'm nervous because it's the season, dude. Jimmer says, I think 1 or 2, Mike White or Zach Wilson will not be back. Oh, one of the 2, Mike White or Zach Wilson will not be back next year. I like Mike White better personally. Some teams should grab him. I think both guys are back. I think it's both back in a quarterback competition. Danny says 56-3 Jets. I would be stunned, but I hope you're right because that means a dominant effort in primetime. Yes, please. If Stravler plays, what do you think his number will be? Didn't he wear 15 in the preseason? Reverse says, if Zach does fail us, I wouldn't mind Stravler being quarterback 1 next year. I would hope that they would have a more proven option than Chris Stravler as quarterback 1 with the rest of the state of this roster. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. Woo! I think I muted myself. If not, apologies for those wearing headphones. Lynchpin says, thoughts on the Jets Pro Bowl selections? Who's one player you would have added to that list? DJ Reed, I thought. Xavier Howard making it over DJ Reed was a little disappointing. Oh, John says I meant like yards and touchdowns. There you go. Maybe a couple runs or one throw, one completion for like, I don't know, 7 yards. Maybe a couple runs. I would say 5 plays or less he is involved. My bad. Misunderstanding, John. I would say he's in for like 5 plays at the most. Oreo says, did anyone see how ESPN violated Dan Orlovsky today? He said he could play quarterback for the Jets and they'd be in the playoffs, and they showed the clip of him running out of the end zone. I did see that. That's ridiculous. He stunk. Apologies, but he was not well. Michael Conklin says, I'm nervous. Yeah, I get it, dude. It's a huge game for the New York Jets today. Huge game. Their season's on the line for this one. By the way, I will be on at halftime with Ryan and Green Bean on Green Bean's channel, so make sure to check that out. Pat Dunn is hanging out with us. He sends in a super chat. Thank you so much, Pat. If Strev plays, what drink are you pouring yourself? I think it would only be in a like a Wildcat kind of package. I would be really surprised if he's taking regular snaps. I don't know if you're here for it, Pat. I said like 5 plays or less. I don't know if I'm going to drink tonight. I had a lunch where I had a few in. Maybe I will, but I don't know if I will. Wild Turkey 101 would be my answer. How about that? Alex says, sup, Matt? I have the Jets winning. I'm very confident, honestly. Alex, I am going to try my very, very best to keep my confidence level up as well. I'm just nervous. I'm not that I think that they're going to lose. I predicted them to win. I think they should win this game. But the pregame nerves are normal for something like this. Devin says, let's get some likes in here. Matt puts in that work for us. Devin, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, please make sure to like the video, share with a friend, give it a thumbs up, comment if you're watching after the fact. It all helps with the algorithm, gets it in front of more eyeballs, and that helps everybody here. So appreciate it. Clayton says, winning is very important. Hard agree, Clayton. Sign me up. Danny says, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. There you go. Reverse say, I hate to say it, but I agree with you. Zach turns into a meme today, or he will gain everyone's respect. There's not going to be a middle ground. It's going to be one or the other. I think you're right. Danny says, Jets win and I chug my Tito's handle. Oh my God. Good luck to you, sir. I don't have a P.O. box. Maybe I should get a P.O. box, Oreo. He says, Matt, do you have a P.O. box where we can send you gifts? If the Jets lose, you can expect a bottle of Hennessy on me. We can cry together, brother. Maybe that will be my 2023 project. We'll do a P.O. box in there. I love it. Thank you, Oreo. Hoping for a Jets win. Then he says, that was awesome, Matt. Much respect. I love it. Little J08 says, really hoping for a dominant win. That'd be nice. That'd put everything at ease, right? Because yes, you have 2 road games to close out the year, but you'd have 10 games to think about the Seattle game to get yourself all amped up for that one. Seattle is reeling right now. Obviously, you got to worry about taking advantage tonight and taking care of business against the Jacksonville Jaguars. But the Seattle Seahawks have lost 4 of their last 5, and they have a game against Kansas City this week on Christmas Eve. So tough one for them for sure. Ooh, Pat Dunn says over, under, and Garrett Wilson arm throws. I say we get one like hand up. GameCube for life. I'm sitting here in the UK, 12:34, ready for a late night Jets win. Go Jets. You are an absolute legend for this, my friend. Make sure, turn the coffee on, whatever you got to do to stay awake. This is a huge game. We got to make sure that you are in this one to the end. You can't be missing any time or nothing like that. We need you for the entirety of this one, all right? Can't have you falling asleep. Micro Fox asks, is Quinnen playing? Yes, sir. Quinnen Williams is playing. That is a major upgrade for this New York Jets defense, who was good, but not perfect last week. And unfortunately, they needed to be perfect. Michael says, let me ask you this, Matt. Do you see those pesky Chargers winning out? I think they win their last 2. Their last 2 is against Denver and is it Houston? I'm going to pull it up right now. They have Indy this week and the Los Angeles Rams. I hope they lose one. I hope they lose out, obviously. But if there was ever one for maybe you get an upset, Indianapolis, because of how well they run the ball, and that's something that the Chargers struggle with. But obviously, Tennessee didn't have much success with that. I'm not confident. I'm not confident in them losing again. They very well could finish 11-6, which would be disappointing because that makes life a little bit harder for the New York Jets to make the playoffs. Sneaky Bob says, I'm freaking pumped, baby. I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day. Let's go, Jets. Let's go. I had a few beverages at my lunch today. I am ready to go. I am ready for game day. That took the edge off, although now I'm a little bit nervous. Still nervous for this one. I love this. Sleep is temporary. Jets football is forever. Let's go. Our team needs you, man. Oreo says, I would love for Sauce to get a pick six on Geno and shut up the debate between Tariq versus Sauce on who's better. Yeah, it's a silly debate, but it'd go a long way if Sauce is able to do some real big damage in this one. Spin Max says, is Corey Davis playing? Yep, Corey Davis is in. Quentin Williams is in. No Denzel Mims. I could go back and pull up the inactives. Give me a second. I just had it up before. I back up. Give me a second. I got to go back. Here are your inactives. Quinnen and Corey are back. Mike White, Jeff Smith, James Robinson, Jeremy Ruckert, Denzel Mims, Brandon Eccles, and LaMarcus Joyner are your inactives for tonight. Zach is in the spotlight tonight. Will he show up? I hope so. I hope it's the first half like we saw last week, and then that continues over into the second half. No interceptions, no meltdowns. A good day all around for all involved. That would be fantastic. I love this one. You think Sauce will get targeted? Yeah, he didn't have a target last week. I would say yes, but I say he gives up one catch for 14 yards. That's it. No touchdowns. Oh, Danny says, I got my new logo or my new Jets hoodie, throwback Jets logo. Sexy. Maybe it'll be a lucky hoodie he follows it up with. I hope so. Yes, please. King Yurton says, do you believe both Jets corners should have been in the Pro Bowl? Wish number 4 made it as well. Yes, I think he's more deserving of Xavier Howard. I know some of it's a popularity contest, but I think he absolutely is deserving. He has been downright fantastic. I'll pull up his numbers for what he's done this year. DJ Reed this year, please hold, has allowed, let's see, 41 receptions, 405 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 2 penalties, 73.5 NFL rating against, according to PFF. Let's do Pro Football Reference. It would help if I could type Pro Football Reference. DJ Reed this year, according to Pro Football Reference, has allowed 387 yards, 2 touchdowns, a 61.6 completion percentage, a 79 passer rating against. How many does it say? Deflections, 73 targets, 45 completions. He's been solid. He's been very, very solid. Adonis says 3+ turnovers on the defense. That'd be nice. Arno says, who will have a better game, Trevor or Zach? Also, who really needs to step us to win tonight? X Factor. I think Trevor probably has a better statistical game. I think the Jets should try to run the ball more this week due to the weather. I don't think you want to be throwing a ton in heavy rain, which I'll check that out right now. We'll see what the East Rutherford, New Jersey weather is. Weather, me hourly, do weather.com. Lower you down. We got a gale warning right now. Can we do hourly? Stop giving me here we go. Showers, 45% rain, 100% rain at 9 o'clock, 100% at 10 o'clock, 80% at 11 o'clock. It's raining tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and 14-mile-an-hour winds. Oh boy, it's gonna be rough. Ander says Traveler is active. Wildcat? Yeah, I think so. Zach Wilson's in here. Shouldn't you be getting ready, Zach Wilson? He says Zach Wilson will be good. I think he was okay last game. I agree. I think he was okay. There were some really good moments. There were some really bad moments. So I think it evens out and was okay. I have not seen. I'm bummed out. This is the last time the Islanders and Rangers are playing this year. And I have not seen a second of it yet. And I won't because the Jets are in a very important situation. It's 1-1. Okay, so they just tied it. Who scored? Let's look this up. Let's see. We have goals from, it was Anders Lee who scored his 11th, and then Artemi Panarin scored at 17-14. So there we go. V-Man wants to know, is the weather cold enough to rattle the Jags? I don't know. It feels like temperatures in the 30s. So maybe, but it's not freezing. It'd be nice if it was snow. Sean says the game is on Amazon Prime? ? Yes. Rusty says I live 3 miles from MetLife. It's not really that bad outside. Okay. It's windy, but not insane. I don't know how real that 14-mile-an-hour wind is. Okay. That's good to know. Keep me updated while I'm on the stream. I'll be on for another 15 or so minutes. 8 o'clock, I'm hopping off to get us ready. So I'm hanging with you for another 15 or so. Nick H says, I've never met a Jags fan in my entire life. I don't know. I don't either. I don't have one, a Jaguars fan, in my life either. I could not tell you. I'm checking Twitter to see if anything's going on. There does not seem to be any new information, any new news. They're going with the black end zones, black uniforms today, if you didn't know that. Clayton says, Aaron Rodgers throws in the rain? Yeah, he does. Oh, no. I saw a tweet from Cool Your Jets who says, hang on, I'll pull it up, actually. This is worthwhile to pull up. I don't know if it's true. I'm going to assume yes. Rain Man shaking putts in warmups. I hope that's a joke. I really hope that is not serious. But would it surprise you? No, absolutely not. It wouldn't surprise me. John, unfortunately, neither. It's on Amazon Prime. He asks, is the game on CBS or Fox? Amazon Prime, baby. Yes, you are. He goes, am I supposed to be a little stressed right now? I would say yes. I am stressed. A little bit stressed out for this one. Rightfully so. It's a big game, guys. It's a huge game for this New York Jets football team. Seeing on Twitter to see if there's anything else. Yeah, Nick H says Morstead, man. Morstead greater than man. You are correct. They should have kept him. They should have kept him last year. He was a better punter. And for whatever reason, they did not. Well, this is cool. So do you guys know on Twitter? I hope so. Jets Today did a YouTube channel for a while. But he tweeted one of my I would hope if I showed it. One of my fifth grade students got me the best Christmas present I have ever received in my 13 years of teaching, a 2006 stitched Nick Mangold Jets jersey. That is gorgeous. And then Nick Mangold says, this might be the smartest fifth grader ever. That is a beautiful jersey. And I'm glad that Nick Mangold recognized it. Cool stuff. That's awesome. Oh, is that true? Is Fox local? If it's on cable, I would rather watch it on cable. John says, okay, I'm in New York. Should be good. Who's doing the play-by-play on Amazon Prime? Whoever in good question. Hasn't it been it's been Al Michaels, no? I don't have the game on yet. I don't and I would have it muted anyway. Bobito says the game will be on Fox locally. Okay, thank God. So watch it on Fox if you got cable. Rusty says, I'm outside right now having a cig, and it's not really raining, and I'm 7 stories up, and there is no effing way it's 14-mile-an-hour winds right now. At the very least, it ain't consistent. Okay. That's a plus. That is a positive. And Rusty says it's Al Michaels and Kirk. Thank you. Herbs. I couldn't remember Herb Street's name. Mace, good news. Quentin Williams is playing tonight. So we don't have to worry. That is going to be huge for this Jets football team who missed him last week. They very much so missed him. Gary V tweeted, please, Jets. Everyone is very much so rooting for those New York Jets, it feels like. Yeah, I can't believe Dan Orlovsky. I'm on Twitter now to just see if there's any new updates. Dan Orlovsky's one today says if I went and played for the Jets, they'd be a playoff team. That's just a banana land take. Brendan said Steve Smith, not a fan of Zach. I was just ripping him during the pregame show. Yeah, that's not surprising. Look, he hasn't played well. I get it. There's going to be people who really rip him. I understand it. Oh, it's on Twitch too. Okay. Jets Unleashed says game is on Twitch too for free. That I didn't realize. I'm not really a Twitch guy, but if you are, then there you go. Steven says Jets by 10. Okay. That'd make me feel a lot better. We talking like 30-20? We're talking like 20-10. What score are we thinking if it's Jets by 10? Mike Rowe says with Quinnen, the Jets win the Lions game. They may. They very well may. Or says, how close are you to giving up on Zach? I know you said you'd give him to the end of the season, but I don't know how you don't give up on him if he struggles against the 31st pass defense. I mean, it's definitely an uphill battle for him the rest of the way. I do think that I don't think he's going anywhere in the offseason. So I think he will be here. And I think they would have a quarterback competition between White and Zach. I would think White would be the front runner, but I don't think the Jets are completely giving up on Zach at this point. That doesn't say that's not justifying how he's played, but it's more so just how many games he's played. He'll be under contract, and I don't think they trade him for the lowest of low value. Joe the Jet G says Johnny needs his ice cream. Yeah, it's been 3 straight weeks without his ice cream. Can we get Johnny his ice cream, please, this week? Is that really too much to ask for? Rusty says kicking might be an issue tonight, but I don't think throwing will be. Okay. Hopefully that's the case. Oh, boy. I love it. We had let me share I'll pull it up. We had the confirm. We had it confirmed. Had to reach out to the others about stress I'm feeling going into the game. Confirmed by Matt O'Leary that I am a Jets fan. Let's go Jets. I like that. Maybe it was deleted. With my luck, it probably just went. Maybe not. There we go. Well, it was there for a second. Micro says LaFleur is leaving, right? Could be our new OC. I don't think so. I don't think you see a change at either coordinator position. Not deleted. LOL. I will go back. It could just be because I'm streaming right now. But I will go back and check it. Matt, what do you think his numbers will be tonight? Are we asking? Because he said Bam Knight will do good today. And then what do you think his numbers will be tonight? Zach or Bam Knight? I think Bam. Let's pull up Bam Knight's numbers. Last week was not great. Here we go. And he confirms. Bam. Okay. So last week, 13 rushes for 23 yards, not good enough. The week before, 17 for 71 was good. I'm going to say 15 for 75, something like that, and a touchdown. That'd be my guess. Did you see Quincy in the Grinch costume? It was fire. Oh my god. No, I did not. I gotta pull this up. We gotta pull that up on screen. Quincy Williams. Oh my god, this is fantastic. That has forced fumble written all over it. Quincy Williams is picking up a forced fumble tonight. Trin the Great says Bam will do just fine. It's Wilson that I'm worried about. I get it. The Jets better sign Quincy Williams next year just out of the Grinch outfit he wore today. Made me love him 100 million times more. Hopefully a big game out of him today. Hope so. Oreo says any shot you get Zach on a Q&A in the live in the offseason. I don't know how much pull you have, but perhaps getting a current player on the show. Zach would be unlikely. I could see about getting a player on. I will. The offseason, we can get a little bit more creative with some of this stuff. In season, it's tough. John says, got my Klecko jersey ready to be put on. There you go. Oh, Foley Fadukasi is out, Steve Gillingman says. So let's do that. Let's pull up the Jaguars in actives. It's crazy that when I typed in Jaguars on Twitter, the first thing that came up was the Jaguars UK account. Here we go. There's Lawrence warming up. They're wearing the white on the white. You know, I love those. Do we have inactives here? Okay. Yes, here we go. Pryor, Brown, Trayvon Walker, we knew was out. Deshaun Dixon, Cam Robinson out is a huge one. He's done for the year. And Foley Fatukasi. Oh, this is cool. Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence before the game. That's cool stuff. I like that. Don't worry, guys. This game is Zach versus Lawrence. They're going to put on a show for us. I hope so, Twisted. I hope we get a good one. That'd be great. John asks, will Klecko make it to the Hall of Fame this year? He absolutely should. It's crazy that it's taken this long. John says, Matt, I'm very unwell right now. I couldn't even eat tonight. I don't blame you, man. It's nerves are 100% right now. I can't remember the last time the Jets had this much of an impact game. Probably week 17, 2015. Steven says 20-10 Jets. Okay. Sign me up for that, man. That means a big defensive performance. Wouldn't be the most crazy thing that we've seen. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's drop predictions in here. What's your score predictions? Drop them in the chat. I'm going to say 20-17 Jets. They win by a field goal. Rusty asks, do you watch the Next Gen Stats broadcast? I don't. I sometimes check in on their, like, the stuff they tweet out and some of the information they put out, but I don't watch along with them. John says 13-10. Okay. Rusty says 24-23 Jets. That'd be a nail biter. Mitch says 17-14 Jets. All right, low scoring. We got a couple of higher scoring ones. John says 31-24 Jets. Sawyer says 27-23 Jets. It's not a very good Jacksonville defense that you're going up against. With that said, Detroit's defense wasn't very good last week, and they only scored 17 points. So I hope they put up more than 17 in this one. I'm at 20 points for the Jets. I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they put up more than that. Oh, Mr. Downtown. 9-6. Oreo says, my heart says 24-21 Jets. My mind says 24-16 Jaguars. Oof, Oreo's not confident. I get it. It's scary. It's big time scary hours. Oh, boy. Triton says 3-0 Jets. Cowboys spaceship 32-17 Jets, but somehow the Jets still lose. Oh no. Spin Max says 20-10 Jets. Jags will have a hard time scoring tonight. Weather and Jets D will stifle them. I hope that is the case. I have time for a few more in here, so get any last minute questions in. Mr. Downtown chimes in, says, Matt, do you think there's going to be some sort of Brad Smith package for Strevler? Yes. Why activate him if there's not going to be? The last time he was elevated was before the first Patriots game, and they didn't play him. So I would say that they do have some sort of package for him tonight. I think that would make the most sense to have something like that for him in this instance. Joe says 32-30 Jaguars. Huh. All right. Okay. Rusty says everyone on the panel took the Jets except for Tony Gonzalez. I'm glad that it wasn't everybody because I don't want that kind of juju out there. Nick H says Sauce Gardner on Zay Jones. No, he's not going to shadow anybody. They'll split it up like they've done for the last little bit here. He'll stick to his side, and whatever happens, happens. Or says what hurts most is the Jets should legit have 3 more wins. Should have split with the Pats, beat the Vikings, and we should have beat the Lions. Should have, would have, could have. Unfortunately, you got to take care of just what's available to you now at this point. Sawyer says Quentin Williams gets 3+ sacks. That'd be huge in his return. He's at 11 right now. If he gets up to 14 after tonight, hell yeah. Let's go. Primetime team has the Jets. There we go. The defensive player of the game is going to be the wind over under 3 pass deflections. Okay. I like that. I say there's more than 3 pass deflections, by the way. John's leaving a voicemail this week. Thank you for the love, John. Looking forward to it. Jerry says it's a Jets victory tonight. They are due. Yes, sir. King says, I see you going 12 receptions, 179 yards, and 2 touchdowns tonight, Matt. Let's go. Yes, let's go. Big body receiver with no speed. I'm ready, baby. Let's go. Defensive line going to feast like a Christmas Day dinner. I hope you're right, guys. That's going to do it for me for this pregame live stream. Remember, at halftime, I will be on with Green Bean on his channel with Ryan from Jets Talk 24/7. A huge opportunity for those New York Jets tonight against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Thank you so much for hanging out with me pregame. Once again, I am Matt O'Leary. Let's go, Jets, baby.